Welcome to Sensodyne Repair and Protect presents Body and Mind Season 8 powered by Vaseline. On today's Centrum You Did It segment, I will be speaking to a man who is the very definition of courage, determination, and a never give up attitude. My guest today is a person of determination who is very, very passionate about paddle and tennis. Ahmed Maya is a true sportsman with a spirit that is inspiring to so many people. Ahmed, thank you so much for joining me on the show today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
I'm fascinated by your story. Of course, we've had a chance to chat off camera, but for the rest of our viewers, tell us a little bit about your story, please.
So I grew up playing all kinds of racket sports. Tennis, squash, ping pong, beach rackets, and I always loved it. All my life I'm playing sports. And in 2008 I had my first motorcycle accident and actually made my arm at this angle, doesn't move, and this is the arm I play with. And in 2015 I had another motorcycle accident when I lost my leg. I stayed in the hospital for 1 month. I had 6 surgeries.
Wow.
Then I stayed in a rehab center for 2 months in a wheelchair because till my leg heals, so you can put a prosthetic leg on me. And I had to learn how to do everything in the wheelchair. Then I had to learn how to do the prosthetic leg, how to walk with the prosthetic leg. So I used to take the prosthetic leg with the wheelchair and just go to physical therapy. They have to teach me how to start walking again.
I'm sure it was a very hard battle for you to undergo. Just listening to it gives me goosebumps to think of everything that you've overcome.
Yeah.
But you are an inspirational story.
Thank you.
While you were undergoing your recovery, did you ever think that one day you could be back in the court playing all your favorite sports?
Honestly, when I lost my leg, after I started physical therapy, I brought my beach rackets to the physical therapy and I brought the therapist outside the hospital in the parking to see if I can play or not.
Oh.
You know, and it wasn't very easy because it was grass and it's not leveled, but I got used to it afterwards. And on the beach, actually, it's not easy because of the sand. So the prosthetic leg kind of sinks in the sand. So sometimes I fall on the sand. Sometimes I like with the sweat, the leg leaves me. Actually, I go up to get the ball and leg leaves me. I just fall. But happens, you know.
I'm very curious to know, what is it like to be able to play paddle, for example, something that you're so passionate about, you know, with your right arm that you have a lot of challenges with and, you know, almost an entire leg missing. What is it like?
It's challenging sometimes if it's a really strong game and if people know where to hit the ball, that it's difficult for me to move. Then it's just, you know, I keep pushing myself, but sometimes I cannot reach it. But it's still nice to challenge, you know, with other people, and you know, it's a very competitive game, and I do my best to, you know, play at a very good level.
Ahmed, would you say that you're someone who's recently lost about 50 kgs? Is it difficult, your weight loss journey, because of your leg, and also how much of your active lifestyle helps for you to keep your weight in check?
Well, when I had my accident in 2015, I was, you know, much bigger than this. Now I only eat fruits, vegetables, and seafood only. And also, since I started playing paddle, I lost 16 kilos just from playing paddle.
Besides, of course, your diet, how important is it to take your multivitamins in order to keep your health in check?
Okay, I take a lot of vitamin D for my arm I play with, and I take the daily vitamins and vitamin D, and that's about it.
I religiously take my multivitamins because it is so important, because you don't always get all the nutrients your body needs solely from your diet, because you need something that's going to bridge the gap between your nutritional needs, at the same time bolster your immunity. And it is a small step that you have to take every day to commit yourself to taking that multivitamin, but of course the impact of it is something that you will see with time over the years. Do you agree?
Yeah, and also I swim a lot because I have a lot of metal in my body, so it just gets painful. So instead of taking pain relievers and stuff like this, I just swim, so it relaxes my body and helps with the pain a little bit.
And while we're at ISD Paddle, of course, we have to speak to the manager himself. He's no stranger to the show. Diego, I'm very excited to be back here.
Thank you for having me again in the show.
The last time I was here, we got beat really badly, but that was last season. I'm not sure how many of our viewers will remember, but I'm excited to be here. I understand that you've been instrumental in roping Ahmed in as part of the Inclusive Paddle Tour. Can you tell us a little bit more about that, please?
Well, I met Ahmed 5 years ago playing beach racket at Kite Beach, and we just had a good time. And since then, we became friends, and he started playing paddle here at ISD not a long time ago, and I think he's the perfect guy to be our main ambassador for the Inclusive Paddle Tour. And it was just amazing to have him part of this event, and we have planned a lot more to happen in the near future.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the need for, initiatives such as the Inclusivity Paddle Tour? How important is it to make everyone in society, irrespective of the background and the challenges that they have, to feel like they are part of the community still?
The idea is to show everyone that you can play paddle or any sports together or hang out or become friends just from a normal afternoon at the beach, that you meet such an amazing people with great stories and such good energy, and they have challenges every day.
Yeah.
Just for them to wake up every day, as Ahmed told me, he wakes up every day in pain. So just for him to wake up and be motivated to start another day should be a motivation for us as well to be around of them.
Ahmed, I believe you were the only one representing the UAE as part of the Inclusive Paddle Tournament. What was that like for you?
So actually, it was the first time in my life to have something like this, and it was very nice to play with a lot of different people with different diversity of people of determination. Some of them exactly like me, they have a below knee amputation. Some of them above knee. Some of them have one arm and one leg. Some of them in a wheelchair. It's just the variety, and everybody plays the same game. It was amazing, They come from a lot of different countries, from Spain, France, Italy, Switzerland, UK. It was very nice. There's 19 players that came, and I'm the only one that was playing here, and it was really nice. And now they're inviting us to play in other countries as well.
Wow.
So
I'm sure that gives you a lot of pride. And Diego, have you seen more interest from people of determination joining ISD Paddle?
Yeah, it's funny because in a short period of time after the event, we got in contact from two different people from the UAE, one lady and one guy that also have the prosthetic leg, and they want to start playing paddle because they saw the event, they saw how fun it was, and that's possible. So they one approach Ahmed, one approach me saying, how can I start? Is it possible? What I have to do? And we said, just come and try and see if you like it, and we start from there.
I think it's remarkable, the ISD Inclusive Paddle Tour. I think it's just going to bring the community even closer and make everyone feel involved. Ahmed, you are a true inspiration. Thank you so much for joining me on the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
And Diego, pleasure seeing you again.
Thank you, and I hope to see you on the paddle court again sometime soon, so we can have another challenge.
Yes, we definitely should. Wow, what a remarkable story in today's Centrum You Did It moment. I'm truly walking away from this place feeling more inspired than ever. If Ahmed can do it, I think the rest of us have absolutely no excuse. There's lots more of the show, so make sure you come back after the break. Welcome back to Sensodyne Repair and Protect presents Body and Mind Season 8, powered by Vaseline. It is a Christmas special episode, and of course, my question to you guys is, what is your idea of the perfect Christmas day? For me personally, it's Christmas movies, Christmas lights, the tree, carols, ugly sweater, mistletoe. I could go on and on personally. And of course, the best part, which is the big fat Christmas feast. But of course, on the show, we are all about healthy and mindful eating. And my guest chef today on the show is Andrea. She is a private chef, a flavorist, presenter, and an overall force of nature. Hi, Andrea. Thank you so much for this, by the way.
Thank you so much, Ash, for having me. And this is a nice one, though, right? Not an ugly sweater?
Not at all.
Sure?
I mean, I'm wearing green. My outfit is not far off from yours. So I'm guessing the viewers don't think it's ugly. I certainly don't.
Fantastic. Well, I love that you called me a flavorist. This is actually, I've never been called that before. And I really appreciate it because, we're blending all these amazing flavors and I'm coming from different culture backgrounds. So, I like that. I'm gonna start using that one.
Definitely, please do. In a Greek household, is it the case where your mom starts getting into the kitchen 2 days prior to the actual Christmas day? Is that how it goes?
Actually, my grandfather, who did a lot of the cooking and he was preparing a lot of the dishes. So, it wasn't my mom. It was my grandfather. So this
perfect.
Was
Put
really
the men to
different.
work. Why not?
Definitely. Why not? Absolutely.
You know, I was just in Mykonos earlier this year, and I have to say, I absolutely love Greek food. You cannot go wrong with feta cheese. So I want to know, in a Greek household, is it turkey or what is your choice of protein generally?
Lamb.
Yes.
Is the number one. We love our lamb. If not, my cousin has a farm or my uncle has a farm or somebody, you'll find one Greek person with a lamb farm. So we gotta eat lamb.
Lamb is what I'm having for my main course, but I want to know a little bit about the soup. This feels like a warm hug from my grandma. Can you tell me a little bit about this, please?
This is a staple dish that actually people don't really know about. And we use a Greek yogurt, of course, in there. And we use roasted chestnuts. We're using a little bit of garlic, leeks, potato to make that creaminess. And again, to give you that warm hug, I actually threw in a little bit of Indian spice.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sure that you weren't specially requested to do that by our producers.
Not
or anything.
at all.
It's
So,
very traditional to put Indian spices in Greek food.
lots of chaat masala laying around my house. I said, what can I do with it? Let's add it to my chestnut soup. So we added a little bit of the chaat masala on top there. If you can see, some ground pepper and then the sea salt on top, a little bit of fig on, and also a little bit more Greek yogurt, and it's pretty nice.
Honestly, a soup like this is so heartwarming, especially in the cold weather that we have right now, especially in Dubai. This is the time of the year when we generally tend to get coughs, sore throat, and cold. So to get rid of any of that, I have the perfect natural remedy for you, and it is Pana Natural. Pana Natural Cough Syrup, brought to you by the makers of Panadol. It is scientifically proven to relieve symptoms associated with both wet and dry cough. And the best part is that anyone from the age of 1 and above can take it. So moving on from soup to, of course, a classic Greek favorite, a feta cheese dip. Tell me about this one, Andrea.
So this one is a tiro kafteri. Is of course feta, which is Greek, and if it doesn't come from Greece, it's not feta. So it's a goat and sheep mix of the milk together. Also Greek yogurt, which is super healthy for you, super good for our gut. Then I just mixed in some roasted red peppers, some amazing chilies, some Aleppo pepper actually as well, salt, pepper, and we mixed in a little bit of Kashmiri Indian chili.
Of course you did, of course you did. I
For
love the
sure.
spice element along with the cooling effect of the yogurt. It is just delicious. So moving from the feta cheese dip to the star attraction of the table over here, the lamb. I'm so glad you didn't do turkey, by the way.
I think a lot of people today were really happy that I didn't do turkey. So
Exactly.
the lamb, it's a leg of lamb. Traditionally, I know many of you've seen, but usually we have, Easter time, we always have a big roasted lamb. But normally at Christmas time, we like to do things a little bit smaller scale.
How do you cook this? Like in the oven or?
Yeah, this is a roasted leg of lamb in the oven. So all we did, we had the nice lamb. We put a lot of Greek olive oil, extra virgin olive oil all over it. We marinated it. I put a little bit of garlic cloves inside. You can see them there. Then we used savory, we used thyme, oregano, and that's it. And then on these potatoes, we put a little bit of lemon juice. So that's always a hidden thing that people never think about, to put lemon on potatoes or even on your lamb.
What does
So it's
it
kind
do
of
to the meat?
It just, adds that little acid that you need, that little kick, so because very rich. The olive oil is very rich. There's a lot of spices, and the meat is very rich as well. So it just breaks the flavors down a little bit better. And then, secret ingredient time. A little bit more chaat masala.
Oh, of course. I bet your Greek ancestors are looking down at you
know.
and cussing you out.
Yes, I know. My grandfather's not going to be so proud. My mom won't care. I have my grandma, but my grandfather, he's not too pleased on that one, for sure.
Moving on to dessert. Cookies are a very different choice for Christmas dessert. Not that I'm complaining, but it looks amazing.
Cookies. Who doesn't like cookies?
I love cookies.
Everybody likes cookies.
Yes, I'm going to take some home for my daughter. She loves cookies.
No, they're actually extremely healthy cookies. So instead of, a lot of cookies are made with butter base. So this one is completely made of olive oil, extra virgin Greek olive oil, of course, from our place in Greece, of course. So we're mixing with the flour, a little bit of the cane sugar is there as well. We use orange juice. And then that's it. That's the dough actually completely. We bake it in the oven. The only thing that's kind of the guilty part is we dip it in a really sweet sauce. So the Canadian part of me, what do we love?
Maple syrup.
Maple syrup. That's it. We know for snow and maple syrup.
Yeah.
Nobody knows anything else. So actually that Canadian part, I put some maple syrup and honey. We reduced it, put some of the cinnamon there, put some of the orange peel as well. And surprise, surprise, we use garam masala this time.
Shocker.
So I love it because that chai flavor, you know?
Yes.
So we put a little bit of that on top with a little bit of cinnamon and the walnuts. And actually the combination is amazing.
I've never had cookies made with anything other than butter, so well done, Andrea. Thank you so much for this delicious spread. The lamb, it just has my heart, my soulmate over there.
Thank you.
Andrea, this has been so much fun. Thank you so much. And hopefully next Christmas, we'll have another spread just like this with lots of garam masala again.
Definitely.
All
And we
right.
say Kalo Christuyana.
Okay, that means Merry Christmas.
Means have a Merry Christmas.
Let me try that.
Kalo Christuyana.
Kalo Kristiyuna.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Amazing.
Kalo
Thank
Kristiyuna,
you so
everyone.
much.
I have lots of food to get through. Andrea has been toiling in the kitchen for hours and I have to do her some justice. So why don't you guys take a break and I'll see you on the other side. Welcome back to Sensodyne Repair and Protect presents Body and Mind Season 8 powered by Vaseline. Now, dance is not just a form. It is an art of movement, joy, and expression. Not only does it keep us physically fit, but also stimulates the brain like very few activities can. And today, I'm here to learn about one such program that has been designed to use dance as a means of development here at the Aura Academy of Arts. So I'm here with the man himself, Sharif, who is a very popular choreographer from the South Indian movie industry and the founder of Jupop. Very excited to meet you.
Hi.
I think the one thing that you and I have in common is the South Indian movie industry. When I was very young, I had a brief stint, well, it was more of a stunt rather, in the South Indian film industry, but I was not cut out for it. But you have been doing so well. You've done over 150 films choreographed for them. Tell us what that's like.
I've just started my career is like, when I'm doing a reality show. From the reality show, I've just started my movie career in 2013. So my first film is that's Kasu Panam Duttu Mani Mani. It's become a viral song. So I didn't know that it's going to be a very big song on South. So after that, my career starts. Now I did almost 150 films and 200 plus songs.
I want to know a little bit more about the concept behind Jupop itself, because would you say it is purely dance or is it a form of physical education?
We actually want to put physical education and fitness to keep the next generation healthy and fit. The base ideas, because each and every kids nowadays they are completely in a digital world. They are spending more time on screens. So we thought of we give this as a dance base for Indian other community whoever like in a dance base, because India has a lot of dance forms. So we thought of teaching a dance with a subjects base, curriculum base. And now we have made for UAE, we are focusing on physical education and fitness based.
Okay. And would you say that this sort of dance form or just being physically active in general is good for mental health as well?
So there are 1,600 plus dance forms in all over the world. So it means that 1,600 community or people, they celebrate their life. Dance is actually meant to be it's not a performing art. It is your inner feel that you express from your body. So that's the dance I used to learn from my childhood. So nowadays it's being more on showing on the stage. It's not. But we are teaching in schools in that kind of activity. So we don't say a particular form. We have a different international and traditional dance forms, whichever the students can like it, because we give all the forum to open and let them choose what they like.
And I want to know a little bit more about the actual program, because I understand that it is slightly different in India compared to the program you've designed for the UAE.
Yeah. So in India, we have a lot of dance forms, like traditional dance forms, like classical dance, Garba, Bhangra, and a lot of dance forms are there. And UAE, we specifically designed for physical education and fitness format, which is we can train alphabetic actions throughout your body. Suppose if I want to make you dance, if you put A in your hand, you just easily put it. And I just asked you to do the same thing, do it on your shoulder, and it is a kind of a dance form. So that's how we train the kids, teaching numbers and alphabets and rhymes. Like that, we are trying to improve their physical activity. So it will give more understanding on their body and mind coordination.
I'm going to try this with my daughter. She's 6 years old and she's just learning how to read and write. Yes. And I need to try this because it sounds like a fun way to learn. But besides, of course, all the fun element to it, I understand that this program that you've designed is actually backed by data and science.
Yes. See, generally, the human work on the left and right brain, we say, it's a kind of a two hemispheres. When right and left has a different connects. Simply says right brain is your emotion and left brain is your system, like how you based on it. So the general human, you need to combine this, and when you work on this together, and it will work, you will be taking a far and straight decision on whatever you do. So what we do is, it's how it works, because your right brain controls your left body and your left brain controls your right body. So this is how it's working. So when you cross your hands and do some complicated moves, it's develop your brain, and it's also give you more ideology to the brain. Okay, this is the new stuff, and it's develop each and every. The brain will take a signal that it's happening I'm learning new things, and it will develop more.
There are a lot of success stories of Jupop. Can you share a few?
The thing is, every day when I just met a kid in a Jupop session. Then after the session, she said I want to come to school because of this every day. Yes. Because there is a routine practice and working out, dancing with your friends, and it gives more happiness and more positive vibe in the school. And mostly for upper classes, say senior schools, say from 6th standard to 12th standard, they say if you in between the exam and curriculum stress, they're having some place to enjoy, and they want to become very open to dance and everything. It gives them more happiness and stress-free life.
Okay, Sharif, I understand that there are different disciplines of Jupop. So which one am I doing today?
I'm just teaching some steps, which is very cinematic.
Okay, sure.
Yeah? Ready? 5, 6, 7, go. It's cross, 2, and 3, 4. Yeah, just try this. See, you're dancing good.
Okay.
Yeah, ready? 5, 6, 7, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to just twist it.
Oh, yeah, I see that. That's
yeah, like that. Correct. Ready? 5,
my hands haven't moved that much in a while.
Yeah, it's moving now. Ready?
Okay.
See, generally, when I'm doing this, is called the X steps. So when you do this X steps, your brain take that actions, like saying it's the right hand is going to the left side, and the left hand is going to the right side of the side, and it is going to be connect to your brains, and it will help you to improve. The brain will take, okay, there's a new signal is happening in my brain to understand the things.
I'm going to practice this all day and night at home. Sharif, it's been a pleasure chatting to you. Thank you so much for taking the time out for me, and good luck with all your endeavors here in the UAE.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Now, of course, we are going to hear from the little stars about their experience.
I think this is first experience of Jupop was with my friends here at Aura, and it was a beautiful experience. And I was completely amazed by how Jupop as an app has promoted physical well-being and physical health.
It's actually very fun because if you like try it out and see for yourself, you will know your weakness points, and then it helps you to like improve and do better in dancing and for yoga and meditation also.
Jupop can immediately change our moods and it can bring us to a pleasant world as well. So I would definitely suggest to my friends and family.
It was a great time with my friends, and I did 3 steps. I did the letter D and the letter M and the letter T. And I will show you one step. I like Jupop the most because we can take a break from the devices by playing games or doing something and learn some new activity or doing yoga poses, exercises, learning new dance moves. That will be great. So I love Jupop for that.
Dance as a form of development and not just entertainment is like hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. So may Jupop continue to spread the message of dance worldwide. And having said that, it's time for me to leave. Thank you so much for tuning in, and make sure you come right back for Body and Mind next week.